So it depends on who you're dealing with and equally how well you know them. If it's a one-off transaction, it's a bit more like trading, and you've got to position your own brain into a sense of this is a one-off transaction, and therefore it's about value maximization for me and the other party, because otherwise they're not going to buy into your value proposition. However, most of the key account management relationships that I witness going on, it's about an ongoing conversation. It's an ongoing trading relationship. There's a buy and sell over a period of time, and that requires a much more mature level of conversation um, to unlock and explore the element of value for both sides. So this is what I need, and this is what I believe you to need. Help me understand which bits of this aren't working for you so that we can find a way forward. So probing questions using questioning skills, as you're only too aware, to drill down below the stated intention to get down to the need, or even deeper into that what's the real interest that sits below the need, because that's what people really value. Top tip number one comes back to the psychological element and understanding how your body responds, taking your time and breathing. Breathing puts oxygen in your brain. It also brings your pulse rate down. It also just buys you a bit of thinking time. So when you are in the heat of a discussion and the objection comes out, playing back the objection by acknowledging it, showing that you've heard. It dials up a great level of empathy, and that releases hormones in the listener's brain, just in terms of, I like this person, they're mature. The body language that you have, if you are defensive or nervous in your body language, the other person starts to pick that up. So projecting confidence, speaking at a good, clear pace, knowing that you've planned and practiced some of this will give you that confidence. And therefore, the other human being receiving the messages that you're sending back feels more at ease that what you're saying is both valid and holds value to progress it. So that's a second tip. Just understand that you're in a two-way conversation. The other human being receiving your message is there. And then asking probing questions. Quite frequently, what we see is just a misinterpretation of the objection. So, are they objecting to price, or is it that they just don't understand your value proposition clearly enough? It might be that by playing back your interpretation of the objection, they go, "Oh, no, 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 that's not quite what I meant, actually. What I meant was," and they'll reposition what they said if it's not a direct positioning around your price is too expensive.
Right.
And then the final tip, I guess, Jonathan, is then what you want to do is to talk about your value proposition, and therefore the question that you ask is a pivot. So you want to pivot from the objection to talking about your value proposition, but by using your listening skills, you're going to pick what element of your value proposition matches the original objection, and therefore the pivot question in the middle is linking the objection back into your value proposition. So the question you ask is actually critical, and that's the bit that you need to spend time planning. What questions will pivot into which parts of my value proposition? We have mindset, skill set, and tool sets that are available to help position why we need to do something different, how we need to do something different, and then the purposeful practice around both face-to-face and online workshops. We've seen this work incredibly well online. Where we've been working internationally and globally. We've been able to bring multiple markets in. They all have similar cost price, inflation linked, or labor driven challenges. Everyone's in the same boat. So it doesn't even need to be the same team in a market. You'll find that actually by sharing it, you'll hear some great examples. It builds confidence. And confidence at the end of the day is quite frequently the one thing that lands your price increase more than anything else.